The Carnival Mardi Gras has 21 dining venues on board. We're going to walk you through every single one that won't cost you a dime after you step on the ship, and there are more than you think. A couple of them have a catch that we're going to tell you about because nobody warned us. Let's get into it. The Mardi Gras is Carnival's flagship. It's big, it's loud, and it has more places to eat than most small towns. But if you're planning your first sailing and you're trying to figure out what's free versus what's going to show up on your bill at the end of the week, this is the video for you. We're going to go through everything in order of when you'll use it. Breakfast first, then lunch, then dinner, plus a few spots that are open most of the day. And yes, there's a quick word on Guy's Burger Joint and Shaq's Big Chicken, but we've already done full deep dives on both of those, and we'll link them for you. Your home base for pretty much everything is the Lido Marketplace on deck 16. It runs most of the length of the back half of the deck and is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast here means a buffet spread and a made-to-order omelet station. One tip, the lines at the omelet station can get pretty long pretty fast. Go early or be patient. If you'd rather sit down for breakfast, both the Flamingo restaurant and the Mardi Gras Palm restaurant offer a quieter, more civilized option. Our words, not theirs. These are your main dining rooms, and breakfast here is a much calmer experience than the Lido. No extra charge, you can just show up. We would strongly recommend using the Carnival Hub app to reserve a table first. You can then wait or wander wherever you want and get notified when your table is ready. Trust me, it beats waiting around outside the restaurant. And one more thing, on sea days, they'll serve a special sea day brunch menu. It's a step up from the standard breakfast, and we highly recommend it. Whenever you get a sea day, make the time for it. And one thing to know for any visit to the main dining rooms, no swimwear allowed. BlueIguana Cantina opens for breakfast with made-to-order burritos, but also arepas and huevos rancheros, which honestly don't get enough attention. They press the tortillas fresh, which is a detail that sounds small until you taste the difference. This is one of our favorites for a quick, flavorful start to the morning. And Shaq's Big Chicken also serves breakfast, so if you want a chicken biscuit sandwich to start your day, well, that's an option too. Hopefully the biscuits are softer and fresher in the morning. We'll come back to Big Chicken in the lunch section with a full rundown. The Lido shifts into lunch mode with a broader buffet spread. This is going to be your quick turnaround option on port days when you're coming and going. Of course, the word quick can be misleading depending on the lines. What sets the Mardi Gras Lido apart from other Carnival ships is what's in the center of the marketplace. Between the port and starboard pathways, there are especially food stalls. We're talking gelato, hot dogs, and more. But fair warning, as you can see here, they aren't necessarily free, so be aware of that. Guy's Burger Joint is on deck 17 midship. We're not going to re-review it here. We've already done a full taste test and we'll link it right here. What you need to know, it's free, it's made to order, and if you haven't watched that video yet, you really can't go wrong, but the ringer is what you want. Trust us on that one. One deck down at the back of deck 16 is Shaq's Big Chicken. Big Chicken handles both breakfast and lunch, and the lunch menu is where things get interesting. The standout is the Big Aristotle. Chicken, bacon, Munster cheese, crispy fried onions, and Memphis barbecue sauce, and it is genuinely excellent. We have a full deep dive video linked right here, but the short version is skip the Shaq attack, order the Big Aristotle, and thank us later. BlueIguana gives you tacos, burritos, and bowls at lunch. Build your own with chicken, beef, pork, or shrimp. Don't skip the salsa bar, and if they have fresh watermelon out, grab it. It's one of those simple things that you wouldn't necessarily think of, and it tastes even better than watermelon at home for some reason. Street Eats is one of the more interesting setups on the ship. There are 3 permanent stalls, Time Fries, Steam Dream, and Mad Sizzle, but what they're actually serving on any given day rotates on a schedule. You can see the boards with the schedule on each stall in our footage. Your sailing may be different, but that rotation is actually part of the fun. It gives you a reason to check back each day. Fresh Creations is up on deck 18, and here's the one caveat we want to make sure you catch. It's located on the Serenity deck, which is adults only, 21 and up. So if you're sailing with kids, this one isn't for you. Or maybe it is. Maybe you want to get away from them for a bit. I don't know you. But in any case, it's a nice change of pace from everything else, with salads and lighter fare, and the view up there doesn't hurt either. But I will say, I've never seen a Serenity deck this constantly crowded before. Down on deck 8, you've got 2 neighbors worth knowing about. First, we have Pizzeria del Capitano, which runs most of the day and well into the evening. Pizza on a cruise ship sounds like a low bar, and it is. But we'll mention that again later, mainly for one of the features that most others don't have. Right next to it is Piazza Panini, which is essentially the ship's deli counter. Panini, sandwiches, hot dogs, quick and free. We've always enjoyed the Carnival Deli on other ships, and this fills that space nicely. Alright, we mentioned at the start that a couple of spots have a catch, and we've already briefly mentioned the Lido Marketplace kiosks. Here are the others, including their lunch menus. Both Chibang and Cucina del Capitano are listed under complimentary dining, and the first time you visit each of them, they are completely free. But after that first visit, there's a fee. It's around $8 per visit, which isn't a lot, especially compared to the others, but it's not zero, and nobody told us before we sailed. So now we're telling you. Plan accordingly, pick the night you want to go most, and make it count. Your dinner anchors are the same main dining rooms we mentioned at breakfast, Flamingo and the Mardi Gras Palm. Menus rotate nightly and the food is consistently solid. This is where most people end up for formal nights. Our own personal recommendation, if you see the 12-hour short rib on the menu, you'll want to order that. And of course, we always make sure to order the chocolate melting cake at least once per cruise. And just a quick note, the Lido Marketplace is also open for dinner if you want to go there instead. They'll often have some of the same things being served in the main dining rooms. Chibang is a concept you won't find on most cruise ships. It's half Mexican, half Chinese, and somehow it works. Hopefully you can read the menu. Open for lunch and dinner, we've heard the food is genuinely good, although we didn't try it on our sailing. Just keep the first visit rule in mind. Free the first time, $8 each time after that. If you're picking one night to go, maybe make it early in the sailing. Cucina del Capitano is one of the more impressive free dining options on any ship we've sailed. It's a full Italian sit-down restaurant with table service, and not many cruise lines do that without charging a premium for it. We actually ate here, so we can tell you from experience it's worth your free visit. The same rule applies. Free the first time, $8 each time after that on our sailing. Our honest take? Treat it as your special free dinner night. Go once, go hungry, and enjoy it. Guy's Pig and Anchor is actually two things, and it's worth understanding the difference. Inside, you have a Smokehouse and Brewhouse, a large indoor venue. The house-brewed beers aren't free, but the barbecue is, and they occasionally have live music in there, which makes it worth a stop, even if you're just passing through. Right outside, along the Port Lanai, there's also a Guy's Pig and Anchor outdoor barbecue station, the same free smoked meats concept. The outdoor station isn't always running though, so check your Carnival Hub app for the schedule before you plan around it. Oh, and here's a bonus. I know we're in the dinner section, but I completely missed the fact that you can come to Pig and Anchor for breakfast. I think I missed it mainly because we got this footage at breakfast time without actually knowing it would be there. Looks like a regular breakfast buffet though, and not much barbecue. I know that must disappoint someone. And if dinner plans fall through, or you just want a late night snack, Pizzeria del Capitano is still going. The reason I said it was getting a second mention? It's open very late, well past when most other places shut down. So here's the honest summary. You can eat incredibly well on this ship without spending a single extra dollar after you board. The Lido is your reliable all-day anchor. The main dining rooms are your dinner home base. BlueIguana is the underrated gem. Breakfast and lunch and the watermelon alone is worth a detour. But if we had to pick one best free meal on the entire Mardi Gras, yeah, well, we can't really pick one because your mileage may vary and we respect that. But we really do enjoy Cucina del Capitano for dinner because a free Italian sit-down on a cruise ship is genuinely surprising. And Guy's Burger Joint or Shaq's Big Chicken for lunch because we just keep coming back for the Ringer and the Big Aristotle. Remember the caveats I mentioned. Chibang and Cucina are free exactly once. Plan accordingly. And Fresh Creations is on the Serenity, so if you've got kids with you, either drop them off at one of the kids' clubs or bring it back to the cabin with you. Everything else, it's all yours. If you want a full breakdown on Guy's Burger Joint or Shaq's Big Chicken, those deep dives are linked in the description, and we'll link our video comparing the two right here. And if you want to know about the specialty restaurants, the ones that do cost extra, that video is coming next. Until then, safe travels.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified of new uploads. And while you're here, check out some of our other videos.